What is up, guys, and welcome to another edition of Market Marauders. Beat the market one trade at a time. For your Market Marauders investment channel, helps you find the best deals in the market. If something you're interested in, make sure you smash the subscribe button down below. Also, make sure that thumbs up helps the YouTube algorithm promote the videos. It'll be greatly appreciated. So today I'm giving you a video talking about some top free stock screeners that you can use to help find good picks. So basically, if you're not familiar with what the stock screener is, basically you put in certain information on the criteria in which you're looking for a stock. So for example, the first one on Webull, if you'd like to start off with Webull and get 2 free shares, when you deposit $100 or more, I have a link for it down below. But for Webull, you also don't need to have an account in order to use the stock screener. So all the stock screeners I'm talking about right now are all free. But if you'd like to sign up for Webull and get an account to begin trading, I have a link for that down below. So on Webull, this is the screener section. It basically says the exchange, so it'll ask you what exchange you want to do. You can do all, NASDAQ, NYSE, or Amex. The sector, so energy, uranium, renewable, industrial goods, and you basically go through and go by market cap. So market cap is, how much money the company makes, and market cap can determine, like, big companies like Apple have a larger market cap than a small company like Snapchat would, or a company like that. So market caps are basically, in the realm of, think of difference between like Microsoft, Apple, and Tesla, compared to like smart companies like, like Snapchat, or companies along those lines. So this is how you're going to find different stocks. Also on here, they have a lot of them already ready. So this goes through and it has 500 stocks on here that you can choose from. But this is just the beginning portion of your due diligence. So a lot of stock people in the financial world who use stock screeners to just give them and point them in the direction on which stocks they could use, for the future, or what they could put on their watch list to watch to trade. So going to another one that's free. It's free to use. You don't have to pay anything for it. This one is Finviz. So Finviz gives you tons of information. They have a screener on here. So this isn't the actual screener. This is a screener section right here. These are their screener itself. So this is basically the percent change by the stock itself. So you can see on here, this stock ADRO had a 389.86% change today. So that's why it's up here. It's a pretty big change. So that's why, it's on here. So it's a part of the top gainers section. So if you click on top gainer section, it'll show you the top gainers. Click on new highs, it'll show you the new high section. But then on here we have top losers, oversold, most volatile, most active, downgrades, insider selling, insider buying. So tons of information. If you're a visual learner type person, they have these sectors on here separated. So if you're looking for a specific sector and you don't know what stocks are in that sector, or you're trying to see what sectors are doing the best this week, this is a very good tool to use as well. So it's separated by technology, finance, healthcare, communication sector, consumer discretionary, industrial. So you may say, what's the difference between consumer and consumer discretionary? Consumer, you have like Amazon, Home Depot, Nike, McDonald's. Consumer discretionary is like Walmart, Procter & Gamble, Coca-Cola, and Pepsi. So that's basically a difference between those. Industrials, real estate, utilities, basic materials, and energy. But the good thing about this is it shows you what sector is actually doing okay. So if you have healthcare and there's a new vaccine on the horizon, or there's talks of vaccine, usually the healthcare sector will be lit up green. Today, industrials, real estate, utilities, basic materials, and energy did okay. Financial department did okay as well, but it kind of gives you a visual representation of which way to go when beginning your stock trading. So it's all free. Just type in the website Finviz, and there you go. Another good one to find medical stocks. So you may say, why do you want to trade medical stocks? Medical stocks are usually the ones that kind of go up and have large volatility. So some people may say, how did they know that company was going to, FDA was going to approve that company, or the FDA was going to, approve that drug, or the timeline when to do that? How do people know to jump in those stocks? Well, this website, Biopharma or biopharmcatalyst.com, actually has an FDA calendar. So the FDA calendar goes and tracks different drugs and their phases. So it shows you this is in phase 1 of 2, this is in phase 1. In the catalyst on here, which is the whole base for the website, it tells you the stock price, the percent change, what the actual drug itself is, and then it tells you when the update's supposed to come. So a conference from October 3rd to October 5th, 2020. So if you're like, oh, I'm interested in this stock, I like what they're doing, I know they're in phase 1, but when could I get an update on, the different or specific drug that they're making, so that I can try to time it around when I'm going to buy the stock. So this is really good information. It definitely helps you out a lot. If you're looking at like vaccine companies, this is like one of the number one sites that I look at when trying to find different updates on those as well. So on here we have, pertaining to the vaccine, we have Pfizer. And then we have BNTX, which I'm not familiar with that company, but I do know PFE is Pfizer. And both of those are supposed to give updates on their phase 2 and 3 trial in October. So it shows on here that it was announced the 27th, but the due date is in October 2020. So you can say, oh, they got an update coming up pretty soon. It just began in October. Maybe I should keep my eyes out on that one. So pretty good as far as that information is concerned, but it goes through a lot of companies. So it says 150 drugs showing, so it's basically 150 different companies and 150 different updates, and the calendar on when it was last updated, and also the catalyst on when it's supposed to give an update. So like this company right here, ticker sign GRTX, we can see the stock's only $11.18, and then they're gonna come up with like a pancreatic cancer study, and it says they're having a meeting presented at Astro on the 27th, 2020. So very good information if you like to trade pharmaceuticals, and definitely good updates on when stocks are trading, and you can sort of get this information before they actually publish it in an article. So really good information as far as that's concerned. Also, another one I'm going to tell you about is allpennystocks.com. / hot penny stocks. So this is where you can get a lot of good penny stocks from. So SLDB has definitely been in the news this week about their continuation. The FDA basically approved their continuation of their trial for their phase 1. So this shows you on here some of the highlighted ones are the ones that have like the greatest percent change, and the volume is the highest. So it tells you volume, price, the high, the low, the open, and the percent change. So good information as far as that's concerned on here. It has some of these highlighted. So a good place to start if you're looking for good penny stocks to trade. Now I know penny stocks can be a lot more volatile. This shouldn't be your only position to do your due diligence, but I would say it's a good place to start. Lastly, I would say the one that you should check out if you're into penny stocks for a screener is stocksunder1.org. So this one goes through and does penny stocks. You can have different markers on here, which is stocks under $1. This is the $2 range. It's the $5 range. It'll tell you volume. So volume under 300,000, basically in the middle 300,000, and then stock volume above 500,000. So it has the gainers and the losers. So right now I have up to $5, over $500,000 volume, and gainers, which stocks that gain. So if we look on here, SLDB is on here as well. GSUM is on here as well. So you can kind of compare the two side by side to see, okay, so these are on both of these websites. This is the percent change on both of those. But this one actually lets you filter in a little bit more than the hot NASDAQ penny stocks one does. So it gives you a little bit more freedom as far as that's concerned. So good luck to everybody out there trading. Hope this helps you, point you in the right direction. I know stock screeners can definitely help you because it's hard to go out and read every article, and sometimes you just are not able to jump on those stocks as they perform, or you may not know why the stock is going up or what the history of the stock is that is going up. So definitely can point you in the right direction with this one. Also, remember, if you'd like to sign up for Webull, get 2 free shares. We deposit $100 or more. I have a link for that down below. So good luck to everybody trading this week, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.